They're coming to get you, Barbara.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We have such sights to show you.
Who's laughing now?
Are you crazy? I'll kill you all. I'm the nightmare you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
They're here.
There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Of course, I have the wonderful Marlene and amazing Lex next to me, but we have with us another amazingly special guest tonight. Jen, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I wish it was Friday, but here we are on Tuesday. What day is today? I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Yeah, it ain't important. As long as we're all here, I'm happy. It'll be Friday soon enough. Although I wish it was Friday too.
Yeah.
And before we get started too far into this, Lex, how was your trip? We haven't seen you since.
I know. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. I've been a little busy bee, but my trip was really good. It was much needed time away. For those that don't know, I went over to North Carolina and hopped over to Virginia for the Blue Ridge Rock Festival. I designed band merch as I'm a tattoo artist, so I flew over there to do the band merch booth for the band that I designed it for. So that's what I was doing. And I've been working ever since I've been back. So I've been a little kind of chaotic. Good to be back, though. I missed you guys.
Good for you.
I like it. I like it. And Marlene, I'm so sorry that last week got a little messed up. Timothy, thank you for joining us already. Appreciate that. But we are here now, and we get a chance to pick the brain of a very awesome filmmaker here with credits, not just acting, not just producing, but a litany of stuff that you've done. And I definitely want to go over everything, but let's slow the roll a little bit because I'm going to get too excited. I'm going to start asking too many questions. That does happen. But before we start any of that, I will ask the audience our usual question of the week. This one's dedicated to the topic at hand. So I'm asking everyone, and you guys, of course, favorite horror movie death, and how would you like to die in a movie? What would be your favorite way? So I'm going to let that go on the bottom right there. Jen, let's start with you. How would you? What's one of your favorite horror movie deaths out there?
Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh my God, I can't think of the name of the movie. It was one of the goriest movies I'd seen, and somebody had taken a lawnmower, and the lawnmower blade just like chopped through. I think that'd be great. That's something extremely gory and just ridiculous, but definitely with practical effects, because that's what I love. So as gory as possible. I think a lawnmower blade going through my entire body would be great.
Nice. And Bob right here, right on the money, Dead Alive. Yeah, Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's an awesome scene. Like, if you've just seen that one scene at least, you're a happy person.
Yeah,
awesome.
That's a great scene.
That whole movie is so gory.
It's the whole thing. Like, yeah, that's my favorite part of the horror films is the gory practical effects.
Oh yeah. How about you, Marlene? What would you pick?
I always loved 13 Ghosts when the guy's like halfway and then the what is it? The elevator? Get some?
Yeah.
Those doors, like
No,
Yeah,
the
the doors
Yeah,
close
the
on
doors.
him and it chops him in half. That's a crazy one.
You can see my insides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you call it. We'll be able to see if you're a good person inside and out. Oh, I like it. I like it.
I'll be full of sugar.
Hellraiser.
That's good. Yeah. All right. We got a lot of comments coming in here real quick. Student buddies. Lauren checking in from Girls, Gore, and Jenn on Thursday nights, the first show. Thanks so much.
Hi, Lauren.
Favorite horror death. Jaded Grayson says Leslie Nielsen drowning in the OG Creep Show. Dang, that is a good callback right there. I love Creep Show. Excellent pick, brother. Excellent pick.
Creep Show's a really good one.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm sorry, Lex. I don't think you got to say yours, though. What was yours?
The one that always stuck with me was Ghost Ship at the beginning when the fish line cut through all of those people. And I don't know if it's like her father or her grandfather, but he's just standing there and like his head just like slides off like the jump. I was like, that's wild. That's always stuck with me. I think that's.
I always thought of the little girl. She was so short. It didn't hit her.
Right, and it doesn't get her, and all these bodies are just like cutting in half. I thought that was wild.
That was an awesome one. It pays to be short sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
It does. I love that movie, so that's one of my favorites.
It's a good one.
It is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. What do you call it? And thank you, Lauren. I like how how you read the comments. Hey, lady, and Miguel responds. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Haha, so funny. I can be one of the girls, all right? I'm thinking more like Golden Girl style, though. I could eat cheesecake late at night with everybody, but we'll get into that another time. All right, let's start this off real quick. First of all, Jenn, I would love to kind of just go over a couple of movies with you. And I would love it if the audience, if you guys have any questions for our guest tonight, filmmaking related, because I have seen that from your IMDb, you write, you produce, you direct, you do it all pretty much. Like I don't see anything.
With indie film, you kind of have to like when we first got into it, like it was just Abel and I. So I mean, if we didn't wear all the hats, we wouldn't have had a movie.
Excellent point right there. Do you before we go into any in particular project directly, is there anything that you prefer over the others? Like, is there something that you want to do that the rest is kind of a have to do to make sure I get to do what I want?
Honestly, like every movie we've done has been like a stepping stone. I've wanted to do each one of them. They've all had little aspects of different things movies that I've liked, and we've kind of shoved into it, little Easter eggs into our movies. So, I mean, every movie that I've done has been something I wanted to do. I think one movie of ours that we did, Devotion, it's actually more of like a psychological drama. I would like to redo that one so that we could re-release that one and make it better. So that's something I do.
Very nice. Okay, I get where you're at. Like now that there's a little more experience, and then I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, we would. That's something we could definitely make way better.
Nice. There we go. That's the proper one, right? I'm on the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure before I mess up. I do that. I tend to do that. I apologize, but I think that is an awesome poster. By the way, I think I gotta check this out. I have not seen Devotion yet, so I'm gonna have to check that out for myself.
Yeah, that one's a good one. Make people cry, so I like it. And Abel does all of our graphic art, so all of our posters, all of our artwork, Abel does that. Very
nice. Important skill right there, because sometimes it's gonna be very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now I'm taking over all the conversation here, so I'm gonna start with Lex and then Marlene. I'm gonna let them hop in here too before I just completely bogart.
Oh no, you guys are good. I'm here to learn and hear about her. So.
No.
Cool. All right, I'm not gonna.
I've been busy and missing everything, so I'm like, I'm just here to show my face and listen and learn. So
we missed your face.
I know. I was like, I can't miss another one. I'm sorry, guys. I've been like busy.
No worries. It happens.
So I'm just here to listen and learn, and fascinated, and I love strong women that are in the horror industry that go and get it, and you're a badass. And it is an honor to actually talk to you and get to know you. So I'm just happy to be here, guys. So don't mind me.
I'll try to tell you something you don't know, but I don't know.
Hey, that's cool with me. That just means I got to ask more ridiculous questions, and I'm gonna start one more then, real quick. What got you really started though? Like, it's a long journey to make movies. Where did you begin?
Oh God. So let's see. I think it was like 2008, 2009-ish, maybe 2000. I don't know, around the 2008-ish, maybe. Yeah, I think so. So Abel and I have been best friends since high school, and I bought him his first camera, and we were like, let's, we just started messing around with it, and we made a little short horror film. And somebody that we knew saw it, and they owned a haunted house, that you walk through, the Halloween time haunted house, just right up the road. And he was like, "Hey man, why don't you come film in my haunted house?" We were like, okay, like now we have a whole set we can film in. And we took his camera that I got him, and we went and we filmed our first film was our feature film, which was Spoils. And that was a clown, haunted house scary film. And we just kind of went from there and used every film from there as a stepping stone. We gathered more crew, we gathered more experience, and every film has been a learning experience. And now we're at where we're at right now with filming Dr. Gift.
Very nice. I love that. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I think, just if you have passion, you want to do it, you got to go for it. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, you're really not going to get the experience like just from school or from watching. You have to get hands on and start doing it. I mean, that's how I learned a lot of the effects makeup. I mean, that's really how I just started working on my acting and just everything, just learning how things look and learning how things go together and watching things. Being able, and since the first few films that we did, I edited. People and I both would edit the film, and that's how I could really picture everything. Because not knowing how to edit and trying to direct and put things together, you're always going to miss something if you don't know how the edit goes.
Yeah, that is an important step right there. Yeah, I think editing is probably the most difficult part. For all. Oh yeah. And actually, Jay did had I think a similar question to mine. I think you might have went over this already, but he says, in terms of wearing hats, which hat is your favorite to wear on set?
Well, I mean, I do like directing when whenever it's something particular and I have a vision of something and I want it to look a certain type of way, I really like directing. But honestly, I really like just on a day-to-day, I like that. I like acting, but mostly I don't like the mundane acting, like, oh, hey, so-and-so said blah, blah. Like, that's annoying. But like the very dramatic, into it, like, I like that. Like getting really into your character and being very emotional. Those are my favorite.
Nice. Very cool. So that actually brings up to the next question that I had. But before I go into it, Marlene, I totally bypassed you after I asked Lex, and then I went straight to me again. I apologize. Did you have a question you wanted to go into before I keep going my tangents here?
Yeah, I read somewhere that only 2% of directors are female. So I was wondering, what female directors do you like, their style in their films?
Oh my gosh, this is horrible, but most of my favorite directors are actually men. But
we need more women.
I know, and it's funny is several years ago there was a woman, this director that I was watching. I mean, and I don't remember her name. I should have looked it up before I got on here, but I don't know, and that's sad. I should probably look more into it. Actually, yeah, I can't remember not one single female director name right now. Everybody can help me out.
Jennifer Lynch.
We're lucky enough that we're talking to one right now, so like it makes it easier. We're cheating a little bit.
You know, I have the sisters I used to watch that they do independent film.
So Scott?
Yeah, those sisters. I used to watch their stuff, and I don't. I just am busy. Like I have kids now. I'm doing the movies. I have the other stuff going on, and I hardly ever, look at things hardly anymore. But yes, those sisters. I used to watch their stuff.
But you're making a difference because every time I've been on set, it's all male. Sometimes I'm the only female.
Yeah,
it
is. Yeah, it is. And so when you are a female on a set of a bunch of males, you have to have a strong presence, and you have to know what you're doing, what you're saying, and know what you're talking about when you're on set, or you will get overlooked. And they'll keep saying, Abel.
Oh no!
Right here. I'm here as well. If you have a question, ask me. So yeah, no. It definitely happens, but I think over the years we use a lot of this. We are very much like Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino when we use our same people we've worked with over the years, and they know. And that's why I kind of like using the same crew. Like once I get my film family and we're comfortable, we know who they are in front, and in front and behind the camera. We like to use. If you notice, we Billy Blair and Paula Solinger is always in our movies.
Cool. I kind of love that though. I mean, there's a lot of really good group of guys out there, or people. I'm sorry, I'm not. You know what I mean. I'm sorry. Gosh dang it. But there's a lot of good people out there who stick with not just they stick with one core group of people, but people that they can trust and continue to build with. Like,
reliable.
Yeah, like Broken Lizard does a good job of that, and there's a lot of really great horror films that stem from people that not just are in it for filmmaking, but that they love being around each other and that they love that experience.
Yeah, and it makes
15 hours.
15-hour days. You want to like the people that you're around, because one bad person on your set, it just ruins the entire experience. Like if I don't like working with somebody, no.
And everyone talks too. Like they think they're gonna get away with it, but everyone talks on set.
Yeah,
like, if they do something bad, it comes out.
It kind of goes like in everything. Like in the tattoo shop, if there's an artist that we don't like, the vibe's gonna be off. Yeah, and we're all not gonna get along. So,
and it's gonna reflect in the movie. It's gonna reflect in the film because we're like, just get this fucking over with. Like I just don't want to be here right now because this person's killing it. Let's go. So, but if we're there, we're happy, everybody's good together, the 15 hours will fly by like that because you're right. It is long hours. Like usually if it's like we wrap at like 11, man, I had some like 10-hour days and I was like, ooh, that was quick. This is really quick. This is awesome. Like getting done before 1 a.m. is like a treat.
Those are nice days, actually. Yeah, I remember the last thing we filmed was in early February, and basically it was the entire weekend. It was almost 72 hours of just filming, which I loved. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely very grateful, but I was very tired afterwards, and I didn't want to be around anybody anymore.
Yeah.
Not just them, but like my own family, myself. I wanted to be alone in a corner somewhere. Just, it can get really difficult on set sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think...
low budget. There's no trailer, so you're all in the same room.
Yeah. You're like, still here.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, there's no getting away from them. Yeah, after we film for a stretch of days, I'm always like, I've used all my words. I'm done peopling. It's me like a non-people week to recharge my energy.
I think that is very much needed. Yeah, that is a great way to put it too. And there's no more peopling for a little while. I like that.
All people out.
Let's see. DeLion puts out, what inspires you to create a really scary movie? What steps do you take to accomplish it? I like that.
I have loved horror films since I was a child. My mother and my aunt, we would have Friday night movie night, and we'd watch horror films probably way before I should have been. Like 5. I started pretty young, watching some things I shouldn't have been. But hey, look where I am now, so I'm fine. But what do I take to like do it? I mean, I just do it. Like I just come up. Me and Abel kind of talk about ideas. Usually, like the process is like I just like will have an idea, do an overview of it, kind of do like pinpoints of what I want to accomplish, and then Abel just really goes in and fills it in with you know everything else, like with the dialogue and stuff, and then we just kind of go back and forth. I mean, I definitely like me and Abel are both always just going back and forth with each other. So when we're ready for our next film, we sit down, we put down our ideas, and we do our outlines, and just kind of goes from there.
Nice. And this is actually wasn't a question I was going to ask first, but I definitely want to get into Dr. Gift. But before that, was it? I mean, that's got to be really awesome to find someone you work with so well to continue to get to work with for that long. Was there any ever moments you guys have to like compromise between each other? Like, okay, I really want it my way here, but I know you want to do it this way. Is there any like headbutting that happens that you would give advice on how to remedy?
So what's pretty amazing with Abel and I is he's the male version of me. So, I mean, just in male-looking form, I'm more of the boy. But yeah, he is the male version of me. We really don't fight. Our visions usually just dead on with each other, with our cinematography. What we love just coincides. Which is great. And then sometimes we definitely have to get like a different perspective because we have the same sense of humor. So we think things are hilarious sometimes, and we're like laughing our ass off, and it could be an inside thing, and it's just us, And so that's really the only problem is getting somebody else's perspective, since we are so similar.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, that's awesome though. It's great to be able to find someone that you work with so well and are passionate about the same kind of stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it never hurts to laugh at the same stuff too. That always helps.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's just him and I laughing, but whatever. We're laughing.
It counts. Yeah. As long as you're not laughing alone or like, to yourself, that's all that matters. All right. Let's go into, I would love to go into Dr. Gift a little bit right now, if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is, if I'm seeing correctly, gosh dang it, if my computer wants to work, come on. There we go. This is filming now. Yes.
So we literally just wrapped. When we have like a couple pickup shots that we may have to do, but we're actually releasing the official Dr. Gift trailer on October 1st. The people at Texas Frightmare, we did a quick little preview. We always have a party at Texas Frightmare on Saturday. So we had some people come and they got a sneak preview of the trailer, but it's been updated even since then and will be released October 1st for everyone.
That is awesome. Cannot wait. Can you give us a little bit of breakdown on there without any spoilers?
Of the trailer or just the movie in general?
As much information as you want to give, like you can still keep it pretty close to the chest. I get it. But whatever you like to share.
Well, Dr. Gift, it is set, Dr. Gift himself is somebody that was around for actually the first pandemic. So it's kind of touching base on a little something that we've all got a little taste of. The first pandemic where they had to wear the gas mask and they were doing tests, and he's a German scientist that was doing stuff during the first pandemic, and you get to see some really creepy things that went on then, but he comes back and is still in this house that is getting restored by some brothers. So it's like they're trying to make a bed and breakfast, and we have people coming from all over to stay in this haunted house because of the stories of all the people that had been murdered there before and been tested on. So there's several different groups of people that get stuck in a house. There's a set of witches. There's some ghost hunters. There's somebody that's just trying to rob the place. So there's a lot going on, and they all come to a head, and it's pretty amazing. And actually, the rocker group, which is my group of characters with me and Danielle Harris, Danny Bliss, and Paula Solinger. We're awesome. The 80s rockers, and that's our group. There's some amazing kill scenes that I can't wait for you guys to see. I get one of. I have lots of good stuff.
Nice.
I
love
looked
it.
it up on Amazon Prime. I thought it was already out.
Oh no. Okay, so Midnight Devils. That's the one that has that's not the previous one, but the one before that was Midnight Devils, and that was out on Amazon Prime. To be, I think it's still be on. Yeah. So that one's still out. So you can still watch that one. That one's the one with Michael Berryman in it, and he's been Hills Have Eyes and all that fun stuff. And the next one after that is Strix, and that actually is going to be released in time for Christmas this year.
Wonderful. That is my favorite time to watch horror movies. Honestly, Christmas. Yes.
Yeah.
You're under the covers and drinking hot chocolate with some rum. Just kidding.
Ooh, yeah.
Watching horror movies, it's like very cozy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And then Marlene, thank you so much for mentioning the Amazon Prime. I'll put the Amazon Prime link in the comments right now, guys. So if you hit that up, if you don't have Amazon Prime, they'll give you a trial period. Go watch it like now. Go buy the movie. Go check it out. However you have to do it to go watch. So right there, I should have put that in earlier. I apologize. I'm going to add that to the description as well. But that is it right there. Oh yeah, it looks fucking incredible.
The Creature, Midnight Devils.
Oh god, yeah, that was really awesome. Heather Henry, she is an amazing effects artist, and she's been on like that show. What is it, Faces, or where they do the masks and stuff.
Face Off. Yeah.
Face Off. Yeah, Face Off. She does stuff for all kinds of things, and she's just absolutely amazing. So she did the effects for that, and she did great.
How long did that take?
Well, I think, maybe 4 hours. Maybe 4. Maybe 2. Yeah. Maybe 2.5. I don't know. I don't remember now. But so we were doing other stuff while she was doing it. So it was definitely under 4 hours though that it took for and then he would wear the little hoofy shoes and stuff. Oh, it was great to see.
That's impressive stuff though. Even if it took much longer than that, that would still be unbelievably impressive.
Yeah.
If you take a crew of people, that'd be impressive.
Oh, it was just
awesome.
her. It was just her. Awesome. She's great. She did.
I was impressed by it when I saw it. I was like, oh, no CGI. That's really cool.
Oh, I am all about practical effects. Like if we'll use a little computer effect like here or there, but practical effects is really where my heart is. I love it. It's 80s horror film. That's what I like.
I was going to say the 80s.
80s. Oh yeah, most of our stuff is 80s. So yeah. I like that a lot. One thing I did want to make sure that I mentioned for the Dr. Gift, we have our production designer, Lou Morris. He is going to be working on some like limited edition the pop toys for Dr. Gift. We had some come out of the Strix of Billy Blair. And we only had a few and they were gone like that. And everybody was like, I want one, but there was only a few. So we'll be releasing a way to get the Dr. Gift ones, but there's not going to be very many and they're probably going to go really fast.
So get those quick, guys. Yeah, make sure you stay in tune. Those are really cool things to get a hold of because, it's cool. I still like the bigger horror movies and stuff, but they just aren't the same anymore. They aren't the same as the indie stuff that you see so much more passion and so much more unique merchandise.
Yeah.
They're not going to do the same. They're not going to take care of you the same way.
Yeah. They just kind of throw money at things and take away the creativity.
What do you call it? Yeah, it's true. It's very true. And there's 2 questions here. I'm going to put Charles on the screen, but Grayson asked if there's going to be any physical media as far as like DVDs or Blu-rays that he could pick up. Let's start with that one.
For Dr. Gift? For Dr. Gift?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, when we get distribution, just like our other ones had went to Walmart, and you were able to go get a copy. They were in Walmart, and they went on all the VOD where you could get a digital copy. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, just like some of our other films, we'll definitely have a way for you to get the tangible copy.
Very nice, very nice. And then Charles, right here, is there anything that you would like to do that you haven't done yet?
Something I would like to do. I think I would like to do like more of like a timepiece, like back further, but you would really need a budget for that. You know, like I want like the horses and carriages, and like do like a real Elizabeth Bathory movie. Like I would love that. Like we did like a little homage to it, like in Strix, and I got to do the bloodbath scene. That's one of that's one of my favorites, is Elizabeth Bathory and like her story. Like it's been done, but not well. I would like to do it well.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I would. Timepieces are so difficult, though. They do require that money to make everything work properly.
It's not really indie budget. So, but yeah, that's something I'd really like to do.
That'd be awesome. I love that. Now, this one is a little off the top of the head, but is there a script or an idea or a project that you have? Maybe not anytime soon. Maybe it's in the way future, or maybe it's a never thing. It's just kind of a daydream. Is there anything non-horror related that you ever thought, man, I want to make something like that? Like, is a dumb comedy, or is there an autobiography? Like, this should be a movie. Why is it not?
Honestly, every time Abel and I have an idea, we do it. So I know that I'll have something else come up. I mean, besides the timepiece that I want to do, there hasn't been something that I really wanted, except for, I mean, Devotion. I feel like it would be something better for us to do now. And everybody that was a part of that film, I mean, they ask all the time, when are we going to do it? When are we going to do it? Billy, especially, are we going to redo that? So I think that in the future we're going to get back to that. And then that isn't really a horror film. That, like I said, it's a psychological drama. It's like a very emotional film.
Where could I watch it?
We didn't really. We had a premiere and stuff, and we didn't release it. So it's back into our vault. So
now.
Yeah, so it's
Nice.
it's in the vault. We never. That's the only one that we didn't like release. Everything else, yeah, there's hard copies out there or digital downloads, and Devotion's the only one we took back and was like, we want to make this even better. And a lot of people have been like, this is one of my favorite films that you guys have did. But we want to make it better.
Definitely get that. Has there ever been a moment where, like, especially because I know everyone's their own worst critic, has there ever been a moment in like a film that you have released, like, man, I don't think this is going to come together. This is just,
Always.
Yep.
Always.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not alone. All right. I just need reassurance.
Always. But then, like, you just stare at it for so long, and you just go through, and you're like, done. That's it. Like, I've looked at it enough. Let somebody else do it.
Awesome.
Did you start
everybody?
Did you start acting in horror movies, or just acting in dramas, romantic comedies?
Oh no! I mean, I started when I started making movies, and so I just kind of started in horror. The first couple of ones were the horror, and then the drama, and then Blood Sombrero was more of actually like an action movie. So we I mean, and all of our movies have comedy in them. So none of them are just straight. Like they all have comedy in it. Like it's just, you know, silly, funny stuff. But I've never did a straight comedy movie, and I just don't. I don't know what I would do with that, to be honest. Like,
is that your favorite horror subgenre? Horror comedy?
Yeah, I think so. Like either I like the horror kind of comedy or psychological. Like I really like the psychological horrors too.
Cool. I definitely get. Yeah, there's a lot of great ones out there that yeah, I like that thing that makes. I like that project that makes you think, but I also still want my gore involved. You know, I know if that's a little selfish, but
no, you have to have gore.
You need some blood sometimes, you know. Just splatter.
I like the mind games because it's like a story, and you're like, oh my god, at the end. Like,
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, I like this psychological.
Heck yeah. Now, this is more what do you call it? Towards Texas Frightmare. Because we got to hang out over there. I was very glad to see you. But there was also a project you guys shot at Texas Frightmare back in like 2010 or 20. I think yeah.
I think I was just an actress in that one. I forgot what it was called. That one wasn't my project. It was like Texas Frightmare Weekend, some massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah. The director of it is, guys, I'm terrible with names. I'm just horrible. Like,
okay.
I don't even, like, half the people I work with, I don't know their name, and I'm sorry. You could sit next to me for 10 years and I don't know. So, but yeah, I was just a little pop-in actress on that one.
Cool. That's still cool. Yeah, I was cool. I was really happy to see something filmed though at Texas Frightmare. It's always a really fun time. We'll see you in April. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just gotta make sure. I gotta write down the notes. Make sure everyone's got drinks. I'm trying to get these two out there for April as well. It's my favorite horror convention. It really is.
Oh yeah. It was a little dead this past time, but you know, I was expecting it to be, like, since, you know, it's the first convention. It's been a while. We haven't been able to have it because of the pandemic. So there wasn't as many people there as I would have liked, but still I got to see my core group of my Texas Frightmare family, and it was great. Yes, Joe Francis. That was it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Grace. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, they're the best people out there. Like, that's why I go back to Texas Frightmare every year. The guests are always really cool. I love buying the awesome vending stuff, but it's the people that go to the event that make it just awesome.
Yeah. And I love when all the people dress up and you get to see them and all of that. And I got to see the chick dressed as the Misery Girl, and I laid down. She was going to smash my leg. It was great.
you can't buy memories like that, you know. You just can't. Oh man. Well, what do you call it? I did have another one. Where did it go? There was a couple of ones in pre-production. How many? Because there's two right here. There's Passage of Nexus and A Scorched Earth. Yes.
Yes. Passage of Nexus is the Passages of Nexus is Alex Nigo's first film, and I believe it's like a series. And I'm just an actress in that one. Which is it's so weird being on a set and just like not having to worry about anything. Like I have to catch myself, you know, like looking and being like, are they? No, okay, no, okay. And I'm just like, I just keep your mouth shut. Just shut up and do what you need to do. And that's not your job. You don't need to worry about it. And so it's always different. Just like on somebody else's set, like you don't have to worry about that. You just do that. It's like such a weight off your shoulders when you just have the one thing to do. But yeah, production. That was probably like the most relaxing set I'd been on, because I had already filmed one of my parts just like a couple weekends ago for Alex Nigo's film.
Okay, that's awesome. No, but how many projects at once do you work on usually, or do you try to limit so you don't go too crazy or too spread thin?
I usually am on like one project at a time because it's usually something that Abel and I am working on, and we do wear a lot of hats. So I would go crazy if I had two projects like that at a time. But with Alex, we had just wrapped my big stuff with Dr. Gift, and I was just acting, so it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, anyway, it was like a pool party, so I was literally just chilling at the pool drinking.
That's still work. Someone's got to do it. I appreciate it.
It was so hard. By the end, I was like, well, I'm 6 beers in. Anything else you want me to do?
Awesome. Oh, actually, Charles asks about Crave. Is Crave still in filming as well, or is that wrapping soon?
So that's a Remy St. Paul film. He is still filming. I haven't did my part with that yet. I think Remy got sick for a while, and he kind of had to take a break before he started filming again. But I know that he kind of started back and has gotten a bunch done. But me and actually my son as well, we're supposed to do a part in that.
Oh, okay. So that's still got some time to go. Then that's good. I like, but that is awesome that you guys are doing so much, and just going for it. That's awesome because it is such a struggle to make movies. Is a difficult thing. I don't think people realize how difficult it is.
Oh yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, and the Scorched Earth one is actually the Days of the Dead convention. It's their first film, so they just did their first Indiegogo. And I did the video for them, and I think they're not filming until probably maybe January, in Las Vegas is the only thing that I know.
That's awesome. Are you going to the Las Vegas Days of the Dead?
Yes.
Okay, you'll be okay. Cool. All right. Just got to make sure because I'm actually close to that one. Vegas is 4 hours from here. It's
nice.
It's a very nice spot to be where I'm at. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm there. I'm probably there too often, honestly.
Yeah, it's a good thing that's far away.
What's the furthest you had to travel for filming though? Like what's been the biggest distance?
Oh no, I don't usually. I film here, so I mean, Los Angeles. That's the furthest I've went.
What do you call it? Nothing wrong with that.
And that was just for special effects. Really, I went there because Oliver Poser, I think is his last name. He did a lot of our special effects for Dr. Gift, and so I went there to get some stuff done. I guess I can't say what I had done.
Yeah.
Ruined the surprise. I was about to.
Keep that one under wraps for right now. I gotta watch.
I'm excited to see the effects because I like the Midnight Devils, the effect of the monster. I was like, wow.
Man, you're gonna love the effects in Dr. Gift. We had some great ones. Oliver's great. So.
Nice, very nice. So all right, so that takes us to next month or not? Well, what is it? 3 weeks is Days of the Dead, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, these are coming up so quickly.
Yeah, everything's going by so fast.
Oof. I don't know if I like it or not, but I'm glad it's getting there because I am excited to get over. I love Days of the Dead. I wish I could go to all of them because I think they do what is it Atlanta? They got the Vegas one. There's quite a few.
Yeah, I have not been, so
very fun group of people. Gosh, yeah, it is a really fun time. Especially you're in Vegas too, so it's like
I mean
you go from the convention. Yeah, it's really As long as you're not a Raiders fan, because then you're just gonna have way too much fun. I feel like that's just gonna be a death trap for too many people. That's a horror movie in its own, but that's for another day. What do you call it? After Days of the Dead comes up, and what other events do you usually go to, or that you are planning on going to?
I don't know what we're planning on. Honestly, like since we've had this, 2-year hiatus of no conventions, no get-togethers, no this and no that, like we have just been like slowly like, are they gonna do something? Can we do this? Like we always do Texas Frightmare. That's our big thing. But
I have to go.
Billy pops around usually. So since Billy travels around, since Paula travels around, we kind of just let them go. They're already in Houston. They're going to Austin, and Billy goes everywhere. So Billy usually will be our spokesperson at his events and stuff, because he's usually a guest at different conventions.
Nice. Yeah, so he already knows the routine. He knows what to expect, and he's gonna go. So may as well let him do his thing. I get that.
Yeah.
But I absolutely want to take Lex and Marlene to go to Texas Frightmare. Usually the first weekend of May, but this time it's the last weekend of April, basically. And I love it so much. We found it it's been 6 years I've been going, not really knowing what to expect. I went because it's my birthday that weekend, like the first weekend of May. So I'm like, yes, please, I'm going to be here.
This past one was our 13th year.
13? Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we've definitely gathered up quite a few little weirdos.
It's a couple of us. Yeah. I'm very happy to be a part of those weirdos.
Oh, I'm one of them. That's fine. Yeah, I love it.
And we were really happy to have you and the guys come over for the cigar event that night. That was really fun.
Yeah, that whole night was fun, man. I don't remember everything, but it was a lot of fun. And I do remember sitting around cigars.
Yeah, that's about the good amount of memory you're gonna have for the weekend. That's bits and pieces, because the rest is just.
Yeah, you just look through your photos the next day. You're like, huh. Okay.
I'm glad that happened. I'm gonna delete this one.
To do with a clown, but okay. Yeah, no, I get that.
Oh yeah. All right. So now I was looking at what do you call it? Excuse me, Midnight Devils, and one of the stars you have in it is Michael Berryman, the guy from, I believe he's in The Hills Have Eyes, right?
Yeah.
And so many other amazing movies.
He's in all kinds of stuff. He is one of the most amazing, humble, nicest people I've ever met in my life. Yeah, I mean, he told us all kinds of stories, and he was just absolutely amazing to have on set.
That's wonderful.
Awesome, yeah.
Usually,
I've only met him like twice, but he's a super nice guy. Yeah.
So nice, and he had so many stories, like so many good stories too. Not like ones you're like, why is he still talking? No, it was like you really wanted to keep listening. Like, he had some very interesting stories, and he was just really the nicest guy, and he's like very like into like saving animals and just humanitarian. He's just great.
That's awesome.
Is there other iconic horror actors you want to work with? Like, I remember his face. I couldn't remember his name, but he's so iconic in The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, I know. That's why we used him. Because, like, yeah, you might not remember his name, but you know his face. Like,
yes, when I saw him, I knew it was him.
I'm terrible with names, guys. Remember. So it was between him and the redheaded guy from Children of the Corn.
Oh, nice. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his real name.
Yeah, I know. I'm not the only one. Somebody will know it in the thing.
What do you call it?
But
Malachi. What is Malachi's name? Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
Malachi. Yeah.
So it was between him and Michael Berryman, and I was just like, like, yes, some people will recognize the other guy because he does do some conventions, but everybody's going to recognize whether it's horror film or not. Courtney Gaines. Yep, you're right. Somebody said it.
Yep, there we go. Thank you.
Even if you don't like horror, Michael Berryman's face. He was in One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson, and he's been in several different movies that aren't even horror films. So he's got that recognizable face. Nobody else looks like him. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, let me pull that up real quick. Yeah, and again, such a great guy though. Such a nice dude.
Absolutely, nicest guy ever.
Now, quick question though about getting a star like that, because he's definitely a star. Like he's got some he has recognition. How do you go about reaching out to someone like that to get to be in your movie?
You just get a hold of their manager. You just call their manager and You see what their prices are. So or agent, you call their agent. Usually their agent will be listed on their IMDb or something like that. You call their agent. You see what their price is. You send in your script, and they say yes, no, and then if they say yes, you pay the fee. You get to go through all the SAG hoops. Because whenever you get an actor like that, you have to do SAG.
It's usually like the actor gets rejected, but I don't know, I went the other way too, where you can get rejected, like they don't want to work with you.
Absolutely. That's how it works. I mean, when you go a little bigger, people start sending you the script, and you're like, "Do you want to be a part of this?" Or and after they read it and say yay, nay. I mean, at the end of the day, you still got to pay their fee, whether they like it or whether they like the script or not.
Cool. So when you're going on to someone else's project to act, is there any criteria that you want to hit to make sure, like, okay, I'll be a part of this project? That's cool. I like this kind of script. Or is there anything like that?
My number one is looking at the person's what they've done before and did they complete it. I don't really. I watch and see what people do, and if they've completed the film, what they've done with it, where they were distributed, what they're just the end product. Like, I don't have a lot of time, so if I'm going to invest my time into something, it better be into a project that's going to be finished and did what needs to be done with it.
Absolutely, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense right there. All right. So before we start wrapping this up, because we're getting close to that hour mark, is there any dates or because you said you have the release of the trailer coming very soon? I believe that's what, next weekend?
Yeah.
Is there any other dates you want to make sure we get a hold of?
Really, just October 1st is the big one, the official trailer. And then later, after we do the official trailer and get going and stuff, we'll have some more official dates on you. For like premieres and stuff with that, but we're probably not going to be looking at a premiere for that not until towards like maybe end of the year. And then Strix, just keep out for a specific date for by Christmas.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we got that. Yeah, so make sure you guys pay attention to the first. Make sure you check out that trailer. I know I will be doing that. I fan out on that kind of stuff, so I will be there. I'll be checking it out. So before we wrap anything up, though, a couple of just those generic random questions out there. What are some horror movies that inspired you to make movies?
Oh gosh, okay, so Evil Dead 2, Pumpkinhead, and Amityville Horror were three of my top movies growing up. I watched them on repeat. I mean, you can't go wrong with Sam Raimi. And so, yeah, but I mean, I could probably sit there and repeat every single word of Evil Dead, Pumpkinhead, and Amityville, or Army of Darkness. I mean, all of it. I can just go through it. That's from growing up. As I got a little older, I really like French horror. Inside, I really like that. And then I think Let the Right One In, the Swedish version.
Oh, that was great.
That's probably one of my favorite movies. It's like so beautifully done. Cinematography and just color schemes, and this is something that I pay a lot of attention to. So I really, really like that. What else? Yeah, I mean, I think that.
Very nice.
Guillermo del Toro is one of my favorite directors. So he's very, very visual, and I really like that. Pays attention to every single color that's in every scene. Every color means something, and I like that.
What's your favorite?
Oh, heck yeah.
What's your favorite movie of his?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just so beautiful. I mean, everything. Every single scene in that movie was just beautifully done. I mean, from the monsters to just, I mean, everything.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and if you notice, so the Pan's Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies, and if you one of our monsters is we kind of play homage to it, and it's similar. He's similar. The Midnight Devils. He's faceless, and
no wonder it looked like so familiar.
Yeah.
I was like,
he's faceless, and yeah, he's kind of. I don't know if anybody if you notice in the movie, he's whenever he's killed a couple, he's taking their organs and he's placing them inside of him. He's kind of like rebuilding himself.
Nice. Nice. Oh my goodness. Yes. All right. Next one. This is more. Now I'm getting the really difficult questions here, so it gets personal. It's like almost like social security number level personal here. Give me any 3 snacks for movie time. Like what are you bringing into the theater?
Okay. I like lemon heads. I know that's probably weird, but I really like lemon heads. Lemon heads, hot tamales, and peanut butter M&Ms.
All right, nice eclectic source right there. That's some different flavors. I like that.
Like a little bit of everything.
All right, and then this one is less lately because now movie theaters are having drinks everywhere, which I love. But before you could buy alcohol at the theater, are you sneaking it in or are you pre-gaming before the movie?
Both. Why do I have to choose?
Nice. Oh man. What do you call it? Are you married? Because we can get to Vegas. We're going to be in Vegas. I'm saying right now. That just wins the heart right there.
Calendar. Okay, get a ring. Got it.
We'll just mark that in there, if time allows, married, whatever.
If time allows. I'll put it on my schedule.
Yeah, check out, the mechanical horse races on Fremont, maybe get married.
Yeah.
Buffet, like just put an order.
I mean, buffet might go before, but whatever. Well, time allows.
That's the honeymoon. What are you talking about? Married straight to buffet. Yeah. I'm sorry. All right. I'm stopping. Okay, but thank you so much for being on with us and allowing me to throw all these questions at you. I would love to get you back on when this releases so we can promote it again. Tell everyone, hey, it is out. It's time to watch.
Absolutely.
Is there any final words or is there any social media pages that they should go hit up to make sure they can stay up to date?
Let's see. Our official, if you want to stay up to date, actually for Dr. Gift, we do have an official group, and it's like for Stoneberry Films. So if you go to Stoneberry Films, you'll get updates there, and then we can send you the link for the private Dr. Gift. That's where we post behind the scene pictures and little clips and stuff from when we were filming that we haven't posted to social media.
Perfect. So am I getting the spelling right? I just want to make sure. It should be on the bottom right now.
Stoneberry, yep.
Okay, just to make sure. I was pretty positive, but yeah, just a little reiteration. Appreciate it. Yes. All right, guys. Close that one out right there. So before we wrap this up, then I'm going to let the girls take over if there's any last questions that you guys have.
I want to see Bloody Sombrero.
Oh, that's such a fun
movie. I want
to
see that one too.
It's such a fun movie. I'm a bee. So we had this ongoing thing for a long time where I was just like dressing up in random animal characters, and everybody thought we were furries for a while, but we're not. I've ventured out and I'm just myself, just a regular person in movies now. So, but yeah, I am a bee in that one.
Nice. Oh, all right, guys. Lex, did you have anything before?
No,
all good?
I'm good.
All right, then. All right, we're going to let y'all go. We will be back next Tuesday. Jen, you are welcome back whenever you like.
Absolutely. I had a lot of fun talking with you guys. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right. Y'all have a great night, and we will see you next week. Don't forget that the audio is used for the podcast over on Anchor, Spotify, Google, and a couple other ones that I've never heard of, but they do it free for us. So they're over there. So check them out, and we will be back with you guys very soon. Have a good one, guys.